What is going on, everybody? Techthusiast here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play Spider-Man Web of Shadows on your Steam Deck, and we're going to install it as a non-Steam game. Now with that being said, let's get started. Now in desktop mode we need to transfer the game over to the Steam Deck, and there are a few ways to do that. So once we have the game on the Steam Deck, we're going to go ahead and open Dolphin File Browser. Now under the Home tab, I'm going to create a folder and call it Games. You can give it any name that you want, but this is what I'm going to do. And next I'm just going to go to my Downloads folder, and this is my game here, and here is the setup.exe file, as you can see. So next we're going to go to the Discovery Store, and then on the search bar we're going to search for Lutris. I'm using a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, by the way. Alright, so here is Lutris, which is basically a program that lets you install non-Steam games, to put it simply. So what we're going to do is click on install, and for some reason my downloads are super slow on the Discovery Store. I'm not sure why, but what I'm going to do is basically cut the video and go to the end. Alright, so once that has finished downloading, I'm just going to close it so I can show you where to launch the app from. So we can search it or find it under all applications. So we're going to launch Lutris. Now when it opens for the very first time, you should see all of these dependencies on the bottom downloading. Make sure they do pop up and download, because if they don't, then Lutris is not going to work correctly. You'll have to uninstall it and install it again. So let's just wait for that to finish. Once that has finished, we're going to click on the plus icon, and there are several options here, but we're going to select install a Windows game from an executable, the second option. And then under game name, I'm going to call it WOS, short for Web of Shadows. Then click on install, and then install again. And here you can see the directory where it's going to install, and I'm going to leave everything on the bottom unchecked. Click on continue, and you might get this pop-up for it to install Proton if it is your very first time. Again, don't worry about that. I'm just going to speed up the video. Once that has finished, we should get another window here. Yep. So we're going to select the three-dot icon here, and then we need to browse to the game installation directory, and here it is, setup.exe. Click on OK, and then install, and we're going to get this one pop up, and it should proceed to the next part. And here it is. So if you happen to have this version of the game, this repack, just click on up on the keyboard and then go to install, then proceed. Then I'm going to go to the folder here to change the directory. So D will be your micro SD card. If you've got one, make sure you create a suitable folder, but I'm going to be using the SSD, so that's going to be the Z drive. Then we're going to go to home, deck, then games. Click on OK, then next. And here there is an option to install these additional movies, but I'm just going to leave it for the sake of these videos. And I'm just going to click on install. So once again, I'm just going to cut the video short to where the game has installed. And now we can click on finish and close this web browser if it opens up automatically. Once the installation has completed, we can click on close. So the game should be listed here now. So we're going to right click on that and go to configure. Now under game info runner, it should say wine. We don't need to change anything here. Game options, we're going to go to executable and click on the three dots and basically browse to the exe file for the game. So for me, it's in the games folder. So I'm going to click on the chevrons here and go into these folders, then scroll to the bottom, and there are two exe files here. We need to use the one with the launcher in the name. Click on OK, and then we're going to go to working directory and then point to the image folder and click on OK. For runner options, you don't need to change anything here. The same for system options as well. So we can go ahead and click on save. Now ideally, if we click on play, the game should start playing, but it won't, and I'll show you what happens. Well, it sort of does, but just wait. So when we launch the game, you're always going to see this launcher. Basically, you can change the keys, and there is a video option here. But anyway, click on play. You might see this one time only. Click on OK. So I'm just going to basically press the start button so we can skip all of this. Now if we click on start here, the game just crashes. Now there is a fix for that, so we need to go down here and then we need to click on Winetricks on the top. Just wait a few seconds for the window to pop up. We're just going to minimize Lutris and then click on OK. Basically go into the default wine prefix. You're going to get another pop-up. You can say yes or no, but I'm just going to go with no. Click on OK, and then we're going to select the top option to install a Windows DLL or component. Just wait a few seconds. Alright, so here we need to basically scroll down to the letter M. Alright, so we're going to just go down a bit lower, and we need to basically check MS-XML3 and MS-XML6, and then go down again and then select VC Run 2005, and then we're going to click on OK and just wait a few seconds again. We should get a few pop-ups. Click on OK, and the installer should be running. We'll click on OK again, and the installer is running. Once again, this does take a bit of time. Well, for me it did. So what I'm going to do is cut the video short here to the end of the installation. So once it finishes, we should be back on this window here. We can basically go ahead and close it and close the window again, then go back to Lutris and then click on play. And then click on play again, and this time we'll see what happens when we press start. The game should start playing. Whoa, here as you can see it did not crash. We can just select a new game, but I'm just going to exit to Windows now. Now you can play it in the desktop mode, is completely fine, or if you want to play in gaming mode, just right click and create a Steam shortcut, and you can basically close Lutris and go into gaming mode. Now I did find some problems with the controls didn't work, so I'm back in the desktop mode, and I think this is because of a new change on the Lutris update. So this is what I found worked. So basically launch the game and just configure the keys here with your Steam Deck. So when you press the buttons, you can assign everything here, as you can see demonstrated right now. And if you're not happy with anything, you can just click on defaults to reset the layout. Just click on yes. Now if we go to the second tab, which is basically combat, again you can click on each of them and assign it to your Steam Deck buttons. And then lastly we have video, and you can change the resolution here, the max being 1280 by 800. So yeah, I'm just going to click on close now and go into gaming mode. So you might notice I have the game artwork, and this is because I've installed a Decky Loader and then a Steam Grid plugin from the Decky Loader store, and you basically have to give it the right name and it will grab the artwork for you. Anyway, once we launch the game here, if you wanted to change the keys and press any button on your Steam Deck, it basically just doesn't work. So that's why I showed you how to change the keys in the desktop mode. Anyway, I'm just going to click on close here because I just want to assign the start button, and this is basically how you want to do it. So click on the controller icon, then go to the top here, and then scroll down on the template list and select keyboard, WASD and mouse. Click on X to apply, and then we're going to go to edit layout. Then under buttons we're going to go down, and here I'm going to change escape key to enter, and then basically we can back out and then launch the game. And then click on play. So you can just use your finger, but I'm just using a mouse for this video. And I'm just going to press the start button to skip all of this. And as you can see, the game didn't crash. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to continue. This means the saves are working. So here we are in game, and the game is not crashing at all. So yeah, this is basically how you get Spider-Man Web of Shadows working on your Steam Deck as a non-Steam game. Now the only extra steps that we needed to do to play in the gaming mode was to configure the keys in desktop mode, but hopefully this gets fixed by Lutris in a future update, because before when I tested it, it just works straight away in gaming mode. So that should wrap it up for this video. If you have found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If it is your first time here, then please do consider subscribing, as I have more videos coming up. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.